And we're live. Um, are you muted or unmuted? Unmuted? And you're in small group? Okay, so this is not the best time to update. Uh, you're unmuted? You're muted? Okay. Alright, so I'm in my parents' basement. They don't ever go in their basement. You want to stay away from, people during COVID-19. You don't want them to get sick. Let's see. So, wow. I found out I was human. I am human. If I ever doubted that I was human, I have confirmation now. I make mistakes just like everybody else does. You're in small group. I love having you in my videos. Right now, you're in small group. Answer the questions. Listen to the other people answer their question. Remote learning. During COVID-19. Here's the other one. Gone. So big. Not quite awake yet. Getting her chocolate fix on. I like the way she says get the chocolate fix on. Probably going to arrange things so that it looks better. I'm tired. It's morning. Still, it's a Thursday morning. I went ahead and went like crazy. Yeah, as soon as you're done with that, so you don't get your blocks dirty. You finish that first, then the blocks. At the same time. Can I have the lid? Yeah. Love the wifey. I'm not the best step parent in the world. Woohoo! Are you ready to put this in the mini fridge so it doesn't go bad? Because it's open. Once you open a container, it can go bad. You can put it in the mini fridge so you can get to your blocks. I'll unzip this while you're doing that. The usual attention deficit disorder distractions that, finally, when you have a small toddler. Watch me now, princesses. Where'd she get it from? If you haven't heard, the microphone didn't pick up. Where did I get it? Where did my youngest get it from? There you go. Huh? You guys want to play with her? Woohoo! Yeah, so my stepkid's not bad. My would-be stepkid. I'm not married yet. I don't think I'm gonna get married. I don't know. It's forever. He's my forever partner. But I'm in the middle of doing this video, talking to everybody here. I love, oh my gosh, it's so good. And I had this total, what I thought was a belief that, you love your kids and you love your partner's kids no matter what, or get to know them and love them, show them. No, but when one kid, when it comes between choosing between your kid and your partner's kid, it's like choosing between your kids. And I had a thing, and I let it, the fault is mine, obviously. I let it go on for 4 years. My partner and I are still together, but I'm not living there because I'm not going to kick out a 14-year-old yet. They're going to move out on their own. They're going to move out of the house so I can move back into my house. I'm not staying there, but I still live there. How else to put it? Yes, I'm crazy. Very, very crazy. I kept thinking, and their mother's excuse was that they didn't know any better. That's our fault. The three of us. That is our fault. and nobody's taking responsibility for that. So this kid who has an issue in the house talks to the adults like they talk to, and then goes out into the real world and can't not they're looking at their phone because it helps with their anxiety. Can't walk in a store, can't do things, can't go places because their anxiety is so bad. Because the rules that apply in the house are not the same rules when they walk out of the store. Nobody's going to accept. People are going to blow up just like I did. They're going to blow up at this person. Walking out when they walk out of the store, when they're doing the things that they do, because they will treat a complete stranger uberly nice and uberly sweet. But when they get to know somebody and the way they treat me, I'm going to blow up at them. If somebody treated them like that, they're going to blow up at people. I need to not blow up. I need to handle it differently. Because I'm the one in charge. That's not acceptable to them. That's not acceptable to their mother. So, since I treated their kid like crap, because I treat their dad like I tell him how it is if he were to mistreat the kids, and I did. So when I'm told that, oh, they are an adult, I treat them like an adult. I just, I let them have it. Shouldn't have yelled about it, but you can't go and accept and let things happen and people just walking all over your kids. So the same reason that I'm like, no, you can't treat my kid like this. Their mother is like, well, if you're going to treat my kid like that, I'm going to not be your friend anymore. Okay. That's how the world works. That's how it goes. We don't have to be friends. No more wifey. Okay. No more wifey. I'm not as emotionally attached to wifey as I am to, Flashlight? I don't know where the flashlight is. I picked it up so we wouldn't step on it. But to tell you the truth, so yeah, I lost my temper. And there's a bunch of different ways to handle this. So I did the right thing, and I did it the wrong way, and I'm not sorry for it. Still not sorry for it. I regret that I lost my temper, but that's not really as much as I didn't used to be that way. I guess I'm forming those habits or something. Are you looking for the flashlight? Where are you looking at? In the bedroom? It could be in the bedroom. Check the bedroom. But yeah. The world isn't going to stop. And it's not like I'm not going to run into that problem again. I left that environment because it wasn't a healthy environment for me. And I wasn't being a healthy person in that environment. So I totally cracked down on my lifetime partner of what's acceptable and not acceptable and way to treat other people and the way to treat me, the way to treat my kids as what's acceptable, what's not. But he stayed there and he's able to stay in the house and stay in the environment and grow. I need a new perspective. He's not going to understand it for a long time because if I did it, you should be able to do it. Da, 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 da. I wish it could apply to all humans the same way. That would be fantastic. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't you love that? So now that I've gone and dirtied my laundry, all right, not just, I didn't dirty my laundry. Now that my dirty laundry is there for everybody on YouTube to see, the question is, what do we do about it? So eventually, I have to face the fact that that person could become my stepchild. I totally blew up. I totally burned bridge. I totally screamed and yelled, and I wasn't on my period. I wasn't like a person on their period. I was not on my period. Huh? That person cried. I think that person cried because that person got caught. You want to finish your chocolate milk? Okay. Are you able to open it? That is part of the plastic container used to bind all of the containers together to use them as a single unit. You got it? Were you able to shut the fridge?
I did.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It keeps cold things cold. Okay. Yeah.
I'm going to on your lap.
My lap. Ah, there. We have somebody joining us.
Okay.
It's not like I didn't. I still love this person. Even if they're a complete, utter, unacceptable a-hole. It's my kids. They're would-be siblings. They didn't treat them like they were siblings. And then, yeah. So people like to know what the rules are. And I totally threw in a whole new set of rules. I'm aware of this. I have to take responsibility for this, and I have to figure that out. I love your face. Did you want to use that to wipe up? It's a dried out wipey. We got white wipies. I wouldn't recommend tissues, but we have tissues. Pipto, washcloth.
I use my tongue.
Isn't that all clean? I still see a nice, line, distinctive line above your lip. And then that's your saliva that you cleaned up with. So your saliva dries with all the germs. It's best to wash with a washcloth to get the germs off.
Yeah, with my tongue.
But you have germs inside your mouth. And now those germs are drying out on top and living and breathing on top of your mouth. Thank God we're not outside. Thank God for masks. Yeah, you gotta brush your teeth too. We'll probably do that after breakfast.
I have to get the water in my mouth to get the germs away. Get
Water?
the germs. No.
Oh, rinse out your mouth. This is empty. I'm gonna have to fill this up for you.
Yeah, but I want to go. Just brush my teeth. I can brush my teeth.
So the thing is, half sibling is too shy. Okay, so half sibling is too shy to not be compliant. So I'm not afraid for her. I'm not afraid for her life yet. And this person, they like to tell me it's all in my head. But it was probably what they said, when they sit there in their murder investigations and murder cases. So preventive. Like, before it becomes something that it shouldn't be. Or you sitting there like, oh, I didn't think that person could ever do that. I'm not, no, paranoid or not. If I believe that can actually happen, it's my responsibility to not separate and not protect my kid. The blatant, disregard of, oh, your child's in danger. I don't care if I'm court ordered. No. Oh, what? What about when I need it? Okay. But I do have to let you guys go because it's very important to have playtime with your young children. Young. It's fun. It's very creative. They're learning, and I don't want to miss that. That's the whole point of staying home. So the fun part is I want to stay home with the kids. So I want to learn. I was going to build YouTube up. I was going to build my things up and use YouTube to show, and so that if you were to watch my channel or you needed to answer the questions that I'm like, how do you do this when you're overwhelmed and your whole life is just like down the drain? Where do you start in order to build it up? Because it can get a better life. What? Did you say you wanted to take a shower? Make a tower. That makes so much more sense. I'm going to go make towers. I love you guys. I will talk to you guys later. You guys have a fun, wonderful day. Yep, I'm ending this so I can play with you. All right. Show us my video. No, it's not a paid ad tag. Does it not? Oh, it just says edit. I didn't stream.